Good morning, my dear student. Today class is heat power engineering. In COVID-19 situation, PPT's video lesson classes will be taken from date 5 May 2021 to 31 May 2021. In summer vacation, PPT video lesson classes will be taken. Today class is subject name is heat power engineering, chapter name is 3 steam boilers. This in steam boilers chapter name we discuss about today class. Objectives. On completion of this period, you would be able to know about the function and uses of boilers. The functions and uses of boilers. Factor for selection of boilers. Requirements of good boilers. Classification of boilers. This topic we discussed in today class. Introduction. Do you know steam? Do you know steam? How it is produced? Have you seen boiler anywhere? Had you seen a pressure cooker? Pressure cooker is basically a steam boiler. Pressure cooker is basically a steam boiler. This topic. Do you know steam? How it is produced? Have you seen boiler anywhere? Had you seen a pressure cooker? Pressure cooker is basically a steam boiler. Steam boilers. What is steam? Steam is a water vapor. Steam is a water vapor obtained by boiling of water. The steam is obtained by boiling of water. The water is boiling in some temperature. This water is converted to steam. This obtained by boiling of water. Application of steam in thermal power plants. The steam, which place are you applied? Used to steam in which place? Application of steam in thermal power plants may be used in steam. In chemical industries. In chemical industries also used in steam. In sugar factories or industries used in steam. In cotton and paper mills for bleaching are used in steam. In locomotives also used in steam. In marine application ships. In heating of buildings. In textile industries. This place may be applied or using to the steams. Application of steams in thermal power plants, in chemical industries, in sugar factories, in cotton and paper mills for bleaching, in locomotives, in marine applications, ships, in heating of buildings, in textile industry. These are application of steams. Steam boiler. Steam boilers. What are the advantages of steam? What are the advantages of steam? It is very important working medium in steam engines and steam turbines. High heat capacity, easily condensed and evaporated. Work of compression is small. These are steam boilers. What are the advantages of steam? It is very important working medium in steam engines and steam turbines. High heat capacity, easily condensed and evaporated. Work of compression is small. Work of compression is small. Steam boilers. Steam boilers. What is steam boiler? It is a closed steel cell. It is a closed steel cell. Generates steam from water by transfer of heat from the combustion of fuels. It is basically a heat exchanger which transfer heat from the combustion chamber to the water to generate steam. Steam generator is modern name for boiler. Steam generation is modern name is boiler. Steam boilers. What is steam boilers? It is a closed steel cell. Steam boiler is a closed steel cell. Generates steam from water by transfer of heat from the combustion of fuels. Generates steams from water by transfer of heat from the combustion of fuels. Combustion of fuels. This fuels is combustion. Some heat will be produces. The produces heat is transferred to the supply to the water. This water is heated. The water is heated. Water is converted steam. It is basically a heat exchanger which transfer heat from the combustion chamber to the water. It is a basically heat exchanger which transfer heat from the combustion chamber to the water to generate steam. Heat may be transferred from the combustion chamber to the water. So, the water is received the heat, absorb the heat, this water is converted, generate steam. This water is generate steam. Steam generator is modern name for boiler. Steam generator is modern name for boiler. Working of steam boilers. Feed water. Feed water. Water is supplied to the boiler. Feed water continues. Heat released by the combustion of fuels. The boiler bottom of the combustion chambers. Fuels may be combustion. Fuel combustion after some heat will be releases. The heat is produced. This heat is useful to the boiler heating purpose. Boiler inside is water is there. Boiler is heated. Inside of the water is heated also. The water is forming to the steam. Water is converted steam. As the arrow is shown, steam arrow as shown in this figure. This is a working of steam boiler. Working procedure of the steam boiler. Working procedure of the steam boiler. It is made of strong steel to hold the water and steam generated. Steam boiler is made of strong steel to hold the water and steam generated. It consists of a combustion chamber where the fuel is burned. The steam boiler is consist of a combustion of chamber. In this chamber, fuel is burned. This fuel is burned in this chamber. Some heat will be produces. The produces heat may be useful to the supply to the water. Inside of the steam boiler, inside of the water is there. The producing heat may be supplied to the boiler. Inside of water is heated. The steam is forming. The heat released by the combustion of fuel is transferred to the water, which is converted into steam. The heat released by the combustion of fuels. Some fuels may be combustion, some heat will be released. This heat is useful to the transfer to the water. This water is converted into steam. The generated steam is stored in the steam space. The generated steam is stored in the steam space of boiler, which is above the water level in the boiler. This steam is which is above the water level of the boiler. This is the working of steam boilers. It is made of strong steel to hold the water and steam generated. It consists of a combustion chamber where the fuel is burnt. The heat released by the combustion of fuel is transferred to be water. The heat released by the combustion of fuel is transferred to be water, which is converted into steam. The generated steam is stored in the steam space of boiler, which is above the water level in the boiler. Feed water is supplied continuously and generated steam. In the boiler, feed water is supplied to the continuously and generated steam may be taken out of the boiler for useful purposes. The steam may be taken out of the boiler for useful purposes. Waste burn gases, exhaust gases are discharged out of boiler through chimney into atmosphere. Out of boiler through chimney into atmosphere. Waste burn gases, exhaust gases are discharged out of boiler through chimney into atmosphere. It consists of many controlling and safety devices. The boiler is consist of many controlling and safety devices to generate steam in control condition as per the requirements. The steam will be generated in control condition as per the requirements. In this, feed water is supplied continuously and generated steam may be taken out of the boiler for useful purposes. Waste burn gases, exhaust gases are discharged out of boiler through chimney into atmosphere. It consists of many controlling and safety devices to generate steam in controlled condition as per the requirement. Requirement of good boilers. Good boiler may be requirements of good boilers. Absolutely reliable and safe in working. Absolutely reliable and safe in working. Capability to produce maximum amount of steam in given time. Capability to produce maximum amount of steam in given time. In time capability steam may be produced. Occupy less floor space. Strong enough to withstand operating pressure. Produce steam at desired pressure and temperature. Produce steam at desired pressure and temperature. High thermal efficiency. Easy for installation and repairs. This requirement of good boilers, this absolutely reliable and safe in working. Capability to produce maximum amount of steam in given time. Occupy less space. Occupy less floor space. Strong enough to withstand operating pressure. Strong enough to withstand operating pressure. Produce steam at desired pressure and temperature. Produce steam at desired pressure and temperature. High thermal efficiency. High thermal efficiency. Easy for installation and repair. These are good boiler requirements. Factor considered for selection of boiler. Factor considered for selection of a boiler. Operating pressure, steam generating rate, how much pressure may be operating, steam generating rate, quality of steam to be generated, availability of floor space, fuel to be used, nature of the load on the boiler, initial cost. These are factor considered for selection of a boiler. This factor may be considered to the selection of the boiler. Operating pressure, first steam generating rate, quality of steam to be generated, availability of floor space, fuel to be used, nature of the load on the boiler, initial cost. These are factors considered for the selection of a boiler. Classification of boilers. According to the boiler may be classified according to this content in the tubes. Boiler may be classified according to this content in the tubes. According to the content in the tubes. 5 tube boilers. Hot gases pass through the tubes surrounded by the water. Hot gases passing through the tubes. This tubes is surrounded by the water is there. In this hot gases may be passes through the tubes, surrounded water is there. The water is received heat from the tubes. Hot gases passing through the tubes, maximum heat is there inside of the tubes. This heat is supplied to the surrounded water. This water is received from the heat from the 5 tubes. Is received heat from the 5 tubes. The water is heated and converted steam forming. Heated and converted steam forming. In 5 tube boiler, hot gases passes through the tubes surrounded by the water. Example 5 tube boilers, simple vertical boiler, locomotive boilers. Simple vertical boiler, locomotive boilers. These boilers are example of the 5 tube boilers. Water tube boilers. Water is made to pass through a large number of tubes. Water is made to pass through a large number of tubes. Water may be passed over which the hot gases flow. Large number of tubes over which hot gases flow. Pass through large number of tubes over which the hot gases flow. Large number of tubes over which hot gases flow. Water tube boilers. Water is made to pass through a large number of tubes over which the hot gases flow. In water tube boiler, example Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Babcock and Wilcox boiler, another name Stirling boiler. These are classification of boiler according to the content in the tubes. 5 tube boilers, water tube boilers. 5 tube boilers, hot gases passes through the tubes surrounded by the water. These 5 tube boilers are examples: simple vertical boiler, locomotive boiler. Water tube boilers, water is made to pass through a large number of tubes over which the hot gases flow. Water tube boilers, example Babcock and Wilcox boiler, and or Stirling boiler, or Stirling boiler. These are example of the boiler and classification of boiler. Classification of boiler. Location of furnace. Boiler may be classified location of furnace. Internal fired boiler. Furnace is located inside the boiler. Internal fired boiler. Furnace is located inside the boiler. External fired boiler. Furnace is located outside the boiler. It is called externally fired boiler. Axis of the boiler. Vertical boiler, horizontal boiler. These are classification of boiler, location of furnace, internally fired boilers. Furnace is internally, externally fired boiler. Location of furnace. Location of furnace, internal fired boiler, external fired boiler. Axis of the boiler, vertical boiler, horizontal boiler. Internal fired boilers, furnace is located inside the boilers. External fired boilers, furnace is located outside the boilers. Axis of the boilers, vertical boiler, horizontal boiler. Classification of boilers. Circulation of water. Circulation of water. Circulation of water. Natural circulation boiler. No pump is required. Natural circulation of boiler. No pump is required. Circulation is due to difference in density. Circulation is due to difference in density is flowing. Forced circulation boiler. Natural circulation of water. Natural circulation boiler, forced circulation boiler. Forced circulation boiler, pump used to circulate water. Forced circulation boiler, pump used to circulate water. These are circulation of water, natural circulation boiler, forced circulation boiler. Natural circulation boiler, no pump is required. Circulation is due to difference in density. Forced circulation boiler, pump is required. Pump is used to circulate water. Pump is required. Pump is used to circulate the water. Classification of boiler. Service. Stationary boiler, power plant boiler. Mobile boiler, locomotive boiler. Stationary boiler, these are there in power plant boiler. Mobile boiler, locomotive boiler. These are classification of boiler. Service, stationary boiler, service. For service are there. Circulation of water, natural circulation boiler. Force. Service, stationary boiler, mobile boiler. These are service. Stationary boiler, mobile boiler. Stationary boiler is example power plant boiler. Mobile boiler is example locomotive boiler. Function of boilers, requirement of boiler, classification of boiler. Fire tube boiler, water tube boiler. Advantages and disadvantages. Application of boilers. Fire tube boilers. Fire tube boiler, water tube boiler. Advantages and disadvantages. Application of boilers. Fire tube boilers. Furnace located inside the boiler cell. In fire tube boiler, furnace located inside the boiler cell. Hard gases flow through tubes. In fire tube boiler, hard gases flow through the tubes. Tube surrounded by water. In fire tube boiler, tube surrounded water is there. Cell contains water. Cell contains water and steam generated. Cell contains water and steam generated. Cell contains water and steam generated. Gases pass along the tube to the chimney. Gases pass along the tube to the chimney. These are fire tube boilers. Furnace located inside the boiler cell. Hot gases flow through tubes. Tube surrounded by water. Cell contains water and steam generated. Gases pass along the tube to the chimney. This is the 5 tube boilers block diagrams. In this boiler, as shown this figure, this component is there, 5 tube boilers. Safety valve, steam stop valve, steam space, water space, exhaust pressure gauge, how much pressure is indicated as shown in this pressure gauge. You see the pressure level in pressure gauge. Manhole, water level indicator, how much water is there in the boiler, indicator as shown the indicator. Fusible plug, combustion chamber, this is a combustion chamber. Fire brickling, flow tube, feed check valve, blow off valve clock, feed check valve, blow off valve clock. Firebox, furnace, fire door. Grate, this is a grate. Ash pit, this fuel is combustion of the fuel in furnace. Some ash may be forming, this ash pit will be taken this bottom of this fuels. Combustion of the fuels, ash may be forming. The combustion of the fuel in this furnace, some heat will be producing in combustion chamber. In combustion chamber, heat is producing if hot gases is flowing through the tubes. Hot gases flowing through the tubes. Hot gases may be flowing through the tubes. Tube surrounded water is there. In tube, in this fire tube boiler as shown in this figure, fire tube boiler. Fuel is in furnace, fuel is combustion of fuel, some heat will be produces. This produces heat. Hot air is flowing through the tubes. The tube surrounded water is there. The water is received heat from the tubes. This water is heated after steam is forming in above the water space. Above the water space, steam may be forming. This area, steam may be forming. This way, steam may be producing in fire tube boiler. The exhaust gases goes through atmosphere. The chimney is provided, smoke box. This smoke box also there. This smoke box, chimney. This exhaust gases is going through the chimney. Fire tube, fire box, furnace, fire door, grate, ash pit, blow off valve clock. This is a fire tube boiler as shown in this figure. See this fire tube boiler. This component is this way, this fire tube boiler. Fire tube boiler, water evaporated by hot gases. In fire tube boiler, water evaporated by hot gases. Superheater placed in the path of gases. Suitable for capacity up to 10,000 kg per hour. Operating pressure maximum up to 17 to 25 bar. This pressure may be operating to in fire tube boiler. Thermal efficiency about 75% is there in fire tube boiler. This fire tube boiler advantages: simple design construction, more accessible for repairs. Simple design construction, more accessible for repairs, easy maintenance, suitable for fluctuating loads. Fluctuating loads, loads are increase or decrease, these are fluctuating loads. Simple design construction, these are advantages of fire tube boiler. More accessible for repairs, easy maintenance, suitable for fluctuating load. Disadvantages of the fire tube boiler: rate of evaporation is low. Rate of evaporation is low, maximum up to 10,000 kg per hour. Suitable only for low capacities. This fire tube boiler is suitable only for low capacities. Bigger in size and occupy large floor area. Size is bigger in fire tube boilers. This fire tube boiler is occupies large floor area. These are disadvantages. Lower thermal efficiency. Thermal efficiency is lower in this fire tube boiler. Suitable for only low pressure. Maximum up to 25 bar. 25 bar pressure may be suitable in this boiler. Difficult to transport. This fire tube boiler is transport may be difficult. Advantage and disadvantage. Example: simple vertical boiler, Cochrane boiler, Cornish boiler, Lancashire boiler, Scotch Marine boiler, locomotive boiler. These are example of the fire tube boilers. Fire tube boilers are example: simple vertical boiler, Cochrane boiler, Cornish boiler, Lancashire boiler, Scotch Marine boiler, locomotive boiler. These are example of the fire tube boilers.
So let's see. So first of all, we will discuss regarding the parts of fire tube boiler. So this is the schematic diagram of fire tube boiler, and this is a brickwork, and this is a furnace. Inside this furnace, combustion of fuels takes place. Okay, and this is a fire tube. Through these tubes, hot gases are passing, and the outer surface of these tubes are surrounded by a water. Okay, so this is the chamber. Inside this, water is inserted for generating the steam. Okay, and this is a steam outlet for removing steam for process heating or for electricity generation. And after transferring heat, this gases, hot gases, passes through this chimney top. Okay, and this gas is going to atmosphere by this way through this stack. Okay, so this is all about the parts. Now we will see how it is working. This is the fuel combustion chamber, that is furnace. Inside this furnace, combustion of fuels takes place, that is fuels like coal, LDO, diesel or furnace oil, anything it may be fuel. After combustion of the fuel, these hot gases generated by this chamber, this furnace, will pass through this fire tube, and these tubes are surrounded by water on outer surfaces. So what happens? This hot gases transfer their heat to this water. Okay, and due to this heat, water gets converted into steam, and steam gets trapped in this upper portion of the chamber. Okay, and from this steam outlet, steam goes for process heating or for steam electricity generation. Okay, and after transferring heat to this water, this low temperature gases goes out to the atmosphere through this gas stack. Okay, so this is all about the working principle of fire tube boiler. Now we will see its advantage and disadvantage. So first of all, we will see advantage. It is compact in construction. It is very simple in construction and it is compact. Okay, the fluctuation of steam. Okay, so it can meet the fluctuation demand of steam. and is cheaper than water tube boiler. Due to simple in construction, compact in construction, its cost is very low. Okay. Now its disadvantage. Steam pressure rising time quite high. Means it takes very long time to raise the pressure of steam. The reason is that this chamber, water chamber is very big. A large amount of water is stored in this chamber. So for heating and increasing the temperature of this water, it takes time. Okay, that's why it takes time for rising the pressure of steam. Okay, the output steam pressure cannot be very high since the water and steam are kept in same vessel. That means here water and steam are kept in same vessel. That's why it cannot we cannot get a very high pressure. We cannot generate very high pressure in these types of boiler. Okay. Steam is not dry. That means steam generated in fire tube boilers are not totally dry. That is not superheated. It is saturated steam. Okay. Now and next is steam drum is always under pressure. So there may be chance of huge explosion which resulting to severe accident. That means this steam drum is out. It is it does not have any protective cover. Means it is outer surface of the boiler. Inside this surface is always under pressure. If any accident happens or explosion happens, then there may be huge loss of manpower and there may be severe accident. So this is the major disadvantage of this fire tube boiler. Okay, so this is all about the today's topic.
This fire tube boiler is completed. Next is water tube boiler. In water tube boiler, furnace located outside the drum. Furnace is located outside the drum in water tube boiler. Feed water flow inside the tubes. Feed water flowing inside the tubes. Inside tube is feed water is flowing. Hot gases pass out the tubes. Hot gases is pass out the tubes. Tube surrounded is hot gases passes. Consist large number of parallel tubes. Consist large number of parallel tubes is constitution water tube boiler. Tubes connect drum through headers. Tubes are connected drum through headers. Feed water supplied to the drum. These are water tube boiler. Furnace located outside the drum. Feed water flow inside the tubes. Hot gases pass outside the tubes. Consist large number of parallel tubes. Tubes connect drum through headers. Feed water supplied to the drum. Feed water supplied to the drum. Water tube boiler. Water flows from drum to downtake. Water is flowing from drum to downtake header and downtake header to tubes. Water is flowing from drum to downtake header. Water is flowing from drum to downtake header and downtake header to tubes. Evaporation in tubes due to transfer of heat from hot gases. Evaporation in tubes. Evaporation in tubes due to transfer of heat from hot gases outside the tubes. Flow passing through the outside of the tubes hot gases. This hot gases some heat will be generated. This heat is received to the inside of the tubes. Water inside of the tubes water is received. The heat is received. The inside of the water tube is forming steam. This inside of the water tubes water is heated. The heated after this water is forming steam Return to the drum through uptake header. Return to the drum through uptake header. Return to the drum uptake header. Water is returned to the drum through uptake header. Leaves the drum as steam through a stop valve. Leaves the drum as steam through a stop valve. Leaves the drum steam through a stop valve. Suitable for high pressure steam generation. This water tube boiler is suitable for high pressure steam generation. 125 bar or even 221.2 bar. This pressure steam generation, this water tube boiler. This water tube boiler water flows from drum to downtake header and downtake header to tubes. Evaporation in tube due to transfer of heat from hot gases outside the tubes. Return to the drum through uptake header. Leaves the drum as steam through a stop valve. Suitable for high pressure steam generation in water tube boiler. Water tube boiler as shown in this figure. Water tube boiler, downtake header, uptake header. How many headers is provided in water tube? Downtake header, uptake header. Safety valve, drum. This is a drum. This drum is storage water. Water above is steam is forming. This water is heated. Water above is steam is forming. Drum. Pressure gauge. This pressure gauge is checking to the pressure. How much pressure is there in this? Check to the pressure gauge. Water level indicator. How much water is there in drum? This level may be indicated in water level indicator. Feed water inlet. Feed water is inlet supply to the water continuously. Uptake header, downtake header. Tubes. Water tubes is provided. Inside of the tube is water is flowing. Inside of the tube is water is flowing. Furnace. A furnace, combustion fuels may be combustion in this furnace. Fuels may be combustion. Combustion after some heat will be generated. This heat is flowing through the surrounded of the tubes. This some heat will this heat will be received to the inside of the water tubes will be received. Furnace, fire door, grate, ash pit, to chimney, mud box, blow up valve, downtake header, manhole, stop valve. This component is there in water tube boiler. This is a water tube boiler as shown in this figure. This is our working principles of the water tube boiler. Advantages in water tube boilers. Advantages: high operating pressure, even 221 bar, and high temperature steam, maximum 540 degree centigrade. High temperature steam, maximum 540 degree centigrade. High capacity, maximum of 5 lakh kg per hour. The water tube boiler is high capacity 5 lakh kg per hour. Quick starting. This water tube boiler is quick starting. These are advantages. Smaller in size for a given output. The water tube boiler is size is very small for given output. Occupies less floor space. This water tube boiler is occupies low occupies less floor space, high efficiency 90% above, can be transported easily from one place to other. The water tube boiler can be transported easily from one place to other, easily transported from one place to other. Suitable for big thermal power plant. This water tube boiler is suitable for big thermal power plant. Example NTPC term, NTPC. These are in water tube boiler disadvantages. These are advantages, disadvantages. The disadvantages: high initial cost, complicated design, difficult to inspect, impure and dirty water is not suitable feed water. Impure and dirty water is not suitable feed water. Danger of explosion. This water tube boiler is danger of explosion. These are advantages or disadvantages. Examples, water tube boilers examples: Babcock and Wilcox boiler. Babcock and Wilcox boiler, Yarrow boiler, Stirling boiler, Benson boiler, Lamont boiler, Loeffler boiler. These are Babcock and Wilcox boiler, Yarrow boiler, Stirling boiler, Benson boiler, Lamont boiler, Loeffler boiler. These are examples of the water tube boilers. These are examples of the water tube boilers.
Discuss the parts of water tube boiler in detail. So there are two drums in water tube boiler. One drum is known as boiler drum or steam drum, and this lower drum is known as lower drum or mud drum. These two drums are interconnected by two pipes. First pipe is known as riser and second pipe is known as downcomer. This pipe is known as riser because water flow from lower drum to upper drum through this tube. That's why it is known as riser. And water coming from upper drum to lower drum by this tube, that's why it is known as downcomer. Okay, water is fed into this steam drum, that is upper drum, and this feed water line is known as feed water line, and this is a steam wall by which this wall we can remove the steam from the boiler. Okay, now we will see how it works. From here hot gases coming, and these hot gases comes in contact with this riser. Okay, so what happens, this heat transferred to this riser tube, and water inside this riser tube gets converted into steam, and this steam is stored at the top of this water surface. Okay, when we are using steam, then pressure lowers in this region and fresh feed water enters in this chamber. Okay, so this fresh water has lower temperature. Due to lower temperature, it has higher density and it is heavy as compared to hot water. So what happens, this heavy water, cold water, apply pressure on this hot water and send hot water below through this downcomer, and hot water comes in this lower drum, and then from lower drum it goes up through this riser tube. In this riser tube, that water receives heat from the gases and gets converted into steam, and then again it goes through this way and is stored at the top of this water surface. So like this way it is this cycle is completing. Okay, so in this area we don't have any pump for circulating the water, so water is circulating by conventional current. It is naturally circulating. Okay, and this water tube boiler is also known as self-controlled boiler. Why it is known as self-controlled boiler? So we will see. If pressure is high in this region, so what happens? This steam apply pressure on this water surface, and the flow of this water or this steam gets reduced due to high pressure on this area. Okay, and when we use this steam, so what happens? Pressure reduced in this area. So due to reduce in pressure, natural flow of water increases through this tube, because in this area pressure has reduced. Okay, so that's why it is known as.
All of you, thanks for attending classes. Thanks to today class is over completed.